Greetings, all of you. It's Dr. Upendra Kumar Dwivedi, Assistant Professor English, DAB College, Kanpur. Today I'm going to deliver my seminar presentation. What I have got from the HRDC AMU. The topic is the role of teacher in multicultural and multi-ethnic society. So I start with the particular process of acquiring knowledge, skills and experience by an individual is basically known as education. Education makes an individual civilized and cultured. The people. The cultural diversity of multicultural society has been the main challenge in imparting the education. The today's education, the cultural diversity is basically the quality of different cultures. There are different societies that differed distinctly from each other, and many of these differences persist till today as quality of different culture. There are different societies. Cultural diversity is a challenge in teaching learning process. It is not an easy task for a teacher to educate an increasingly diverse student population in school. It becomes the responsibility of a teacher to meet the needs of the student, today's students. And from the cultural diverse societies, teachers need to behave in such way to overcome these difficulties that they face because of the persistence of the cultural diversity. In this my presentation, I would like to say the line of the Swami Vivekananda, the bond between the teacher and taught, that is peculiar in the whole universe. It is a very very important line. जो हमारे शिक्षक और गुरु और शिष्य के बीच का जो संबंध होता है वो अपने आप में अद्वितीय होता है. तो इस समाज में हमें छात्र हित में क्या करना है, इस मल्टीकल्चरल जो सोसाइटी है, मल्टी एथनिक जो समाज हमारा है, इस समाज में हम किस तरह से, किस गुणवत्ता के साथ में अपने आप को समाज के सामने लाएं. सो दिस इज today's task. So in the Vedic time, if you just talk about, was the imparted through the Guru Shishya Parampara in Gurukuls. But now many other institutions like schools, college, and universities, institutions are the means to pursue this work. In these institutions, education by using different methods, skills, strategies, etc. applied in teaching learning process. This is the main thing, and teachers teach the students in many ways. My first way, if you just talk about the multicultural education. What is the multicultural education? The multicultural education, this is the particular dimension of the multicultural education, evidence of the effectiveness of the multicultural in multicultural society. The multicultural education is an idea, an approach to school reform and a movement for equity, social justice and democracy. Specialists within multicultural education emphasize different components and the cultural groups. However, a significant degree of conscious exists within the field regarding its major principles, concepts and goal. A major goal of multicultural education is to restructure schools so that all students acquire the knowledge, attitudes, the skill needed to the function is an ethnically and racially diverse nation and the world. Multicultural education seeks to ensure educational equity for members of diverse racial, ethnic, cultural and socio-economic groups and to facilitate their participation as critical and reflective citizens in an inclusive national civic culture. Now, the second point of multicultural education tries to provide students with educational experiences that enable them to maintain commitments to their community, cultures, as well as acquire the knowledge, skills, and the cultural capital needed to function in the national civic culture and community. Multicultural theorists view academic knowledge and the skills as necessary but not sufficient for functioning in a diverse nation and the world. They regard skill in democratic living and the ability to function effectively within and across diverse group as essential goals of schooling. Yes. Now, my third point is about the multicultural society. The multicultural society deals with variety of students, background in terms of mother tongue, ethnicity, and culture. In this teaching and learning process in the classroom, the variety is considered in deciding the appropriate strategies in media. So, therefore, the discussion on teaching strategies as well as the media used applied in the classroom is considered important. So, transcribing, coding, and classifying, imperating, and drawing the conclusion. This is the way. In order to elect the ideas of multicultural, multi-ethnic, we should explain what multiculturalism. Multiculturalism is Rosado stated that multiculturalism is a system of the beliefs and the behaviors that recognizes and respects the presence of all diverse groups in an organization or society, acknowledges the values, their socio-culture differences, and encourages and embrace their continued contribution within an inclusive cultural context with empowers all within the organization or society. Another definition said that culture includes everything that makes one group or community within a society distinctive from another: language, values, literature, worldview, food, religion, clothing, holidays, beliefs, and behavior that construct a specific group of lifestyle. If you just talk about the multicultural society, so we have to go through the history of it. The multicultural education emerged during the civil rights movement of the 1960s and the 1970s. It grows out the demands of the ethnic groups for including in the curricula of schools, colleges, and universities. Although multicultural education is an outgrowth of ethnic studies movement of the 1960s, it has deep historical roots in our society. If you just talk about the African American ethnic studies movement that emerged in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Now, initiated by the scholars such as, just to talk about the George Washington, William Carter, G. Woodson, W.E.B. Du Bois, and the Charles H. Wesley, the primary goal of the early ethnic studies movement was the challenge the negative images and the stereotypes of African American prevalent in mainstream. Thank you.